Okay, so what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you how to start a WD-9. I couldn't find anything online when I went through this experience. It was just kind of a trial and error deal. So I thought maybe somebody else can maybe use the help. Pretty simple once you know how to do it. Basically all you got, pull the handle all the way down for the gas to start it. I've read somewhere that the older ones may be the opposite direction, may be forward, but on this typical one it's got to pull it down. You should hear the butterfly valves click. So once you have that held down, you got that throttle. This is your throttle over here, which is just basically for the diesel, but that'll move when you switch it to diesel. It'll actually move to about half throttle. I find it easier when I switch over to diesel to have it go ahead and have it all the way forward on full diesel before I flip the lever to run on the diesel. So once you have that held down, you know, obviously you got your starter there, little handle like most of them, older Internationals do. Basically, obviously you have your gas here, your diesel. Make sure you got that full, obviously. You know, you got just your little carburetor here. There's no throttle on it. It just basically runs at an idle, just long enough to get the cylinders warm enough to fire on the diesel. You have your mag kill. It actually goes up in the manifold. When you switch that diesel over to the diesel, it actually grounds out inside the manifold here. And it'll actually ground that out and kill the mag when it's run on diesel. Pretty neat way to do it, especially back in these times. This is actually a 43 model. It sat for several years. Still got work left on it, obviously, but I got it to run. Still need to go through the carburetor and get it cleaned up a little bit better, but for now it runs pretty good and pretty happy with it. It's pretty fun. I imagine the WD-6s are similar. I've never been around one yet. I'd like to, but anyways, that's about the basics. Okay, so if it's been sitting for a while and you're just getting this tractor or something, make sure this is all freed up. I had to spray it down pretty good with penetrating oil. Got to make sure it's fully getting its full. Got to make sure it's fully engaging. I thought that at first, is trying to start on diesel the whole time. After I sprayed it down quite a bit, and I got everything freed up. This one sat for probably 11 years, not being touched. So it was a little work, but anyways, so you got that there. You got your injection lines going up there. This is pretty neat deal. That being said, I guess we can go ahead and fire her up. Okay, so basically what you saw there when it started, if you noticed, it was smoking a little bit. That's actually diesel smoke from when I shut it off before. You still have that diesel left over. It hasn't been burnt yet. So then it was burning gas and diesel at the start, just from the leftover diesel. And you'll notice before I switched to diesel, it smoked quite a bit. I like to, like I said earlier, I like to go ahead and flip that diesel on full throttle as I'm engaging it. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do. I know that lever moves about half throttle, but like I said, it's a lot easier to have it on full throttle when you go ahead and do it. And once you get it going and you want to shut it down, it's actually the shut off for the diesel. Just shut that throttle down and that'll kill the diesel. That's about it. Pretty fun. Hope somebody got some good out of this video. Hope it helped somebody. One thing you might want to do, these have a bad reputation for cracking heads. The problem with it is that you got the small decompression valves in it and the regular exhaust and intake valves. People would get them really hot, working them really hard, and they just shut it down on diesel, not letting it cool down. I like to go ahead and cool it down with the gas. It's a lot easier on it, and plus you get the diesel out of the valves. It'll make it a lot easier to start on the next go around. So either idle it down on the diesel, let it cool down. That's what a lot of people do, I hear. But it's just as well. The gas will burn cooler than what the diesel is, so it's a lot better on it to go ahead and run on gas and let it idle, then go ahead and just shut it down. So we don't warp the valves, you don't crack the head, and it'll be a lot happier that way. You're not trying to find a head after that. So just be careful with it. When I just idle it around, I don't really worry about it a whole lot. I let it idle down, but as far as worrying about running on gas to cool it down, not too worried about it at this point until I start plowing with it and everything else. So just be careful with that.